where he can be. Bese batwebe Whyme okwali. We need to know. Even if we, whatever, iwe David, Whyme, I don't know where Whyme is or was. I didn't know his location, but Whyme is alive pa TikTok to ademumona. No, but live TikTok yakwa Whyme ya lishima. It is a job of Zambia Police to go find him. Tenchtoyandi. Zambia Police is a job to investigate missing person and to find them. Because Whyme is a human being and he has a right to life. Takwa bomuntu wakwatensambu iya kusenda life ya muntu. So mwirale mbefya bupubati nenje kumufwaya. Do I have the mandate to start looking for people? It is Zambia Police eba kwata mandate yo ya kufwaya missing person. I don't know. That's why I'm here. Do you think naripe noro naripe nenepo? Pakti njise mkula ipushat where is Whyme? Akulembeni fya bupuwe fifine. Akulembeni. Nimi mona. Mulefu amule yangashe mieo yaba nenu. Umuntu kuchialuwa shani in thin air. How can someone disappear in thin air? We want to know where Whyme is. We want to know where Whyme is. In Zambia Police, I don't have a mandate to start looking for a missing person. It is Zambia Police who has a mandate to look for a missing person. Bena Zambia, 20 million people of Zambians cannot fail to know what happened to Whyme. Share this live, Mwebena Zambia. On Facebook, there are almost 200 people watching. So each one of you, if you share it, let us bring awareness to where Whyme is. Where is Whyme? This is the question I'll be singing now every day. Don't tell me I know where Whyme is. How can I know where Whyme is? I'm in California. In a Whyme na lemu tamba pa TikTok. Nomba pa TikTok tabap. So where is Whyme? Why is Whyme not coming live on his TikTok? Where? David Zimbita, it is a job of Zambia Police to maintain law and order, and it is also the mandate of Zambia Police to find missing person. So all of us should go and report Whyme as a missing person. And then Zambia Police should start looking for him. We should go to Zambia Police because it's been almost 3 weeks, I think. Chile akuli 1 month opo alubira Whyme. So, well-meaning Zambians, civil rights organizations, human rights organizations in Zambia, political parties, Tonse Alliance, UKA, get up and go and report Whyme as a missing person. We don't know where Whyme is. Welcome, Josephs.
Thank you very much, Mama. It's so sad that we have a country where, people, regardless of their status and what they've done in life, either they run away into exile or they end up in jail. We as a nation have a constitution, and the constitution, one of the things that it provides basically is the protection of the citizenry, regardless of what they've done. If someone has done something wrong, they are arrested, taken to court, and the court decides. But this actually, when you follow up what was reported, especially most of these medias that are aligned with UPND, I think they were the first people that began to speak about Whyme whereabouts and how he was arrested and everything like that. After that, we've never heard of where Whyme is. Of course, we are one of the people that have spoken here. We do not support any insults of any kind. But at the same time, we demand justice. When someone is wrong, he must be brought before the courts of law, and it is only the courts of law that should decide. But from the look of things, it's only, possible and right for us to speculate that Whyme was indeed killed. Whyme was terminated as they claimed, because every time they are doing something, they'll start by posting through their pages. You hear, and when they say that, in most cases it's true, and this could be the possibility. Therefore, we demand that let this government come out, regardless of what this young man did. But if the nation has interest in this, just like they are claiming, that the public has interest in the funeral of the former president. We have interest in this matter as well. We want to know if he's in jail, let them show us he's in jail and he's alive. That is all we are demanding. Thank you, Mama.
Thank you. You have said it right. Mwebena Zambia. It is in national interest we know where Whyme is. The same national interest that the government want to bury Edgar Lungu in Zambia. If we have a national interest as Zambian citizens to know where the Whyme is. So about Attorney General, it is your duty to protect all citizens. Eropadi mwebale lembe fya bupuba pamune angashe myo yaba nenu kwati na kalimo katwishi narambo kula mi block anomba. Someone has said
they don't have hearts.
He was texting, he was commenting. He was commenting, but we want to see him vis-a-vis to feel to amumona. Mwaribulama phonia. Kwa bobe abale commenter. They have taken his phone and are communicating using his gadgets. Efili papa.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Whyme was commenting yesterday. The same people who are commenting, they are the ones who know where Whyme is. And they are using his gadgets. And Whyme, when he came here on my live, he said he doesn't use the Facebook. And there's somebody who are using his phone to speak on Whyme's Facebook page. Whyme umwini tari pa Facebook. So somebody created a fake account using Whyme name and they are commenting. All those are suspects. So the Zikta must come in and identify. We need to know where Whyme is. But Oliver Moisen, the floor is yours.
Chishinka mulera pantu nawo Whyme alikuwa tensambu shaku ya kukoti shaku mutwala kuisa alikuwa atashonseshwe ensambu so epo alikuwa tensambu bafile baleteri ashikuchalo ati Whyme twalikata na Whyme twalichita so bafile batu ishibishe chalo.
Yes, so lekeni just kokuri uyu ati Den Munalula Alanda, the police told you that they don't have anyone by the name of Whyme. So why am I making noise? I am making noise because Whyme is not on TikTok. If the police say they don't have him, then in national interest, we are requesting the police to start investigations where Whyme is. Whyme is a citizen of Zambia and he has a right to life and we need to know where he is. So that if there is anyone who knows where he is, he should tell us to say Whyme is okay. They should send us proof of life, and we should know why Whyme is not coming on live. Because Whyme, his life was on TikTok. No, but all of a sudden, why has Whyme disappeared from TikTok? It is national interest. The Attorney General must instruct Zambia Police to start a manhunt to find Whyme. Fiafine Attorney General by filing a case kudia South Africa. Ukureka bamukamfiro kushika balume babo. Let him do this also in national interest because Whyme is a human being who has a right to life. And we need to know where he is. Go ahead, Oliver.
Nachiraye vati alikuwa tensa mwishiri shonse shako vati kuti asangware pa TikTok ikubafire baranda ngari kukoti Whyme filafine bafunyama news yako vati uyu ali mukoti uyu ali shanyu inakwatemirando na Whyme inakwatensa mwisha ko vati fyonse fi babantu baishi bantu Whyme nifine chili ku tulanda ti national interest bantu Whyme tulamutamba Whyme tare tukana vyati apa riponsare tukana Whyme alefunda n'ekiro kyakwalesa alefunda n'abantu fya yesabira kujere so twale mukonka koli mono kumumfu ako filafine kamufinishi bamutendekero twale umfu apo limo atampo kutukana Whyme but ichirefu aikachako bati batuishibisheko Whyme ali kuisa bantu Whyme yapa nomba tulande ati ni 3 to 4 weeks Whyme tumfika nangwele punde kuna tari alisangwa ku Instagram abone ibyo fine mama mulandiri ati eba kuitia amafoni yakwe eba le tumama messages yayo so nishole bunje amafoni yakwe eba abantu balefa ikano kukonka bobene bakuti baturangi ukuri Whyme pantu
yes mwe na Zambia mwe bali pa ground ku Lusaka report Whyme as a missing person. Where is Whyme's family? Where is Whyme? Okay, family abongaireti no kuba involved. Then you let the civil rights organizations, human rights organizations, by NGOCC take up this case. Where is Whyme? We want to know. Elule lemba fefia bupuba pandemu broker. Umana kuchi aluba fye mumwera. Mwaise ni ba Mama Mary.
Mama puno stumbeko. Njoku tali mama na mushiwe kondimwe. So ndi moto hero ndebwela ku ote okondala mama mulishani bonse apa papa ne mulishani mwapoleni
Mkwai
kwa mushta ya chungulo na totela sana mama kanjoi ni mama wandi mkwai
ba Rodney ni
nanda peri ashile
Rwaka Whyme tulefa okuishiba Whyme oko ali pantu ishi kushafula mwamona Whyme inshi kushafula alikuisa ba Rodney landeniko tulipano we are here to say mwina Zambia uli wonse watemwa
Natasha sana
WhatsApp
ndinga sana mano nangu inachampesha sana mano kuluba kwa Whyme you know icharatika ichile
Power tap, panel power tap to 20,000 K power tap, 48 power tap.
nga kulichi tupezesha sana mano kuluba kwa Whyme kuluba kwa Whyme kwa lalengo mwache alube fyu kwa buloku moneka mulandu wa mwenso wa fweven na Zambia. That's why tulefira no kuidefenda fwevene pansamu pafintu fo tuishibe no kuishibo kutira tichi chifure chabo mfishu kulingana na musa mbushandosho na kwada andisa mbosho mfuti nabo mfyango mwina Zambia ififi nefe fingata titsenjere pamulandu wa kwevo kutila ti amapolitiko party bambikanye aba kwato mwenso andiba amapo bambibo tukwete ngabo bene muleba ti bantonyo abo bantonyo teti barande na pokuda shida kwa nanikani abo teti barande na pokuda shida kwa Whyme angiteti bapose kona mano ichinga chako bafukutira titien twime fefwe na Zambia tufuaye tuipushe tufuaye kuli Whyme otherwise twalamurufya fifi ni Whyme andinga twarufya abantu unga twarufya Whyme muri musango meaning itepali Whyme peka chala perela abalalu banishi balefula
bengi kulina balabambya bakuchingola abalu babalya mulaibo shauri omukashano wa kuchingola
uliana wali ruba fefirafine tamoneka
aba bawishe balu omukashano wa kuchingola alisa isa ati batata bali ruba baishe basenda panganda
ngamule uli omukashana uli aishe mkulanda tibaba senderefe badadi panganda ukufika na ndaka itabamoneka pali talala pali shimano kushima songa tatuchenjere twalamba fyo kuruba fye oro na mafuri maso nomba yaba tuletela katuishi nombo ko twalafika
Mama Valena that asked his sponsors. Now, Inganiva sponsor Mufishile Whyme. Very base Mukulande for today, push if we panomaishwa. That's why Zambia Police Yavelako. So Ngakwali Avantaba lecture sponsor Whyme.
Sponsor balande tu.
Balande Whyme or Kwadi. Apata to no one is exempt from this. Iriash na ikuma onsio muntu mwina Zambia. Taturefunyamu ba sponsor Muriash. Taturebafunyamu. But twalikwata Zambia Police, enchito yaba Zambia Police, to investigate the missing person okwali nokufaya. Bamufaya Whyme okwali, and let the people tell us what is happening. If Whyme is okay where he is, let him come proof of life. To require proof of life to say, Whyme akalande, I'm okay. Ake sana pa TikTok, pari akalande. Tulefo kumona Whyme alelanda. Inga alifana ena. Aba muipeye. Now, aba muipeye techibalanda kinifebo feba ipeye Whyme. This is the thing. If Whyme was killed, the murderers of Whyme won't come in the open to say nifebo feba ipaya Whyme. That's why it is a job of the Zambia Police now to start investigating who ipaya Whyme ni nani. We don't care even that is sponsor or not. Apanomba if tulelomba Zambia Police to investigate where Whyme is. To investigating a mass sponsors back Whyme. Balande. Ukwela chifa Whyme, we last saw him on this day. And this is a job of the Zambia Police to start investigating now. Ninchto yaba Zambia Police. They have to investigate the sponsors of Whyme and everyone who alexta chatting and kwa TikTok kukulia kamukashano koko tuwa mfire akale chatting na Whyme. Tuwali mfire at Whyme parapeni pa TikTok wali ikasho mukashana. So uyo ino mukashana wale chatting na Whyme ni first suspect. The woman who was chatting with Whyme is the first suspect. So uyomu kashana wale chatting na Whyme. But police ever feel must go and find that person. All the girls who were chatting with Whyme. Even them following a Whyme to check on him. I used to go on his page and I'm like, okay, Ale chatting. I never even used to sit there because kabidi balumen bali. So I just used to go on his page and make sure he's okay na map. But nale mona padia bak tukashano twingi padia to let flirt nangwe. So all those girls who were flirting with Whyme, they are suspects where Whyme is. And Zambia Police must start investigating. Now amulumbula po umomu kashana anti Priscilla fimo. Iwana iwori mukuba sana. How can I stop involving Zambia Police when in inch to have Zambia Police? Waliamu school education is free. At Moses Chikamali. Zambia Police is their job to investigate a missing person. It is their mandate. Nkani yokuchita involve Zambia Police. Nichito haba Zambia Police echo bafodera up. It is a Zambia job of Zambia Police to start investigating. Don't start to do to kashano to Alexa flirt na Whyme. They must be picked up for questioning because we need to know where Whyme is. Bampa, so the floor is yours. Pastor, the floor is yours. But Mary, the floor is yours. Pastor, I think you are the busy. Na ikakana. Ili ashiri yako Whyme na ikakana. We need to know where Whyme is. Then Zambia go and report Whyme as a missing person in national interest. So Zambia Police can investigate this case.
amapumulo nabonse mwe bali apa ilili ashiria kwa Whyme lile ndetere esikonkono bulanda sana bantu uli omwana icha namba 1 tutufire twaishwa chako ati mwana wanshiwa ero kabiri uli omwana ulya abale mu bonsya naba mu kisesibi bonse bani inkupirwa kumo ngasaba bantu tuchafula mama Whyme tulalanda nankwe Whyme ngali landa kweshu nangulimo ngali nkibina nanguli ito echirerenga na inensaka manyo kuchoka twini abapo so ito tulefu ayata kuishwa Whyme alikui
uyu paliati Wilson Mwandla Machibesa
bantu mchalo tesu cha Zambia twalikuwa tensambu tatule support efte tu support efte ta Whyme no mba twalikuwa tensambu isha kutila mwadi befunde muno mchalo tesu cha Zambia akutila uli omwana filiale ekita kumwikata okumutwala kuchile cha mirandu nokumupela omulandu nokumukaka emyaka iyalinga okulinga
we were not quiet mama abapaliama comments umuntu alubafye imwe mwebalele mbati we were quiet we were not quiet Whyme twale mukalipida kwe bataleke ensere but umuntu ngaletukana nishinomba namukwata ensambu yakusenda omwana wabere anube yeah uyo chibokolo pali abasenda chibokolo alatukana ensere Frank Chop yalikwisa have those people disappeared who have been insulting? No.
Muna mchalo chefi cha Zambia tamwabo okuipaya mwabo okuikata omuntu nokumutwala kuchile cha mirandu.
Yes.
Bantu apanga mwaloleshe chiboko apachiri na baibo
Muikata bali mupuma ali kuchipatala kwa tumupe mpule.
Wilson, we were advising Whyme to stop insulting. But inganwa bwa sendere Whyme ukachimona. Umulopa wakwa Whyme tawalale. Imwebe ne mweba musendere because bambibala tukana tabalu bopo bachili bale tukana. Wilson that he deserves to disappear like that. Whoever suspect, could you he deserves to disappear? You are a suspect, and I'm going to screenshot you. The day of reckoning will come in. I never learned that he deserves to disappear. He deserves to disappear. Ngachiwoko lwalikwisa tatukana Frank Chopi yawambira okola tukana bena Zambia timulenya mule rapida ali ruba Frank Chopi shife ali ruba for shame he deserves to disappear abale tukana bambita balekisa disappear disappear mwa mutwala kuisa mwali mpayo mwana wa bene tamwalale pamilo peshe sho mule itire shabantu. You will not have peace.
How are you na yakosa? Ushenga na ufiala bana.
Sinesmaila no kusimaila pamuka chimona ni spiritual warfare. Whyme nga mwalimu ipaya. Mulele seshamo pa mafamili yenu. How can you even type umuntu wakwanda fe kuti ambo kulembati deserve to disappear? But you will let papa. So you will let papa now we can aurelia. Ule tangalero is don't you deserve to disappear? Imomeva tukana ba praising a panisha might disappear.
Why meet the para mama? And then he's a kamana. Na nini sakamana sana Whyme mwanjini.
Patu pali Lilian Mutambo lero na balemba Lilian Mutambo posted that why they killed Whyme. Ngama pali Lilian Mutambo.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Na isa first na anwala na naka mama.
think our demands are genuine. Our demands are genuine. We've been on, I think, on this platform on different occasions, and we spoke against, the insults. No one ever tolerated that. But even in that, justice demands that, when someone has done something wrong, let them be brought before the courts of law and let the court decide on, on the case of this particular person. At the same time, like I said, when you look at the posts that actually were posted prior to his arrest, one of the things were basically, the day this guy will be arrested, that will be the end of him. He should just be killed, things like that. And these were mostly coming from most of the sympathizers of this government. Then the other thing that I find a little bit unfair, especially in this case, we've been speaking to say, let us condemn a wrong. Whether it is Whyme that is insulting, we condemn it. At the same time, let us also condemn others that are insulting others. That was our take. But in this case, you see the energy that was actually put in hunting for Whyme, be verbally, also, by the government. The same energy was not actually put on these others that have been insulting. Today, we have people like that man called Chiwokolo. He's walking the streets freely, not even bothered. But this is a man that insulted. We have another gentleman in Western Province. He insulted. We have young people insulted. There is nothing. There is absolutely no movement from the part of the government to bring to book these people. Absolutely nothing. But when it comes to this man, regardless of what is done, we're so quick to condemn. So this partisan, this is what makes this fight, very difficult. They may be in power today, and whoever did whatever they've done to him, it's just a matter of time, because we know that human governments are not forever. Only Christ will reign forever. What happens the day that you leave? Because these are same issues. As long as people are alive and are talking about them, it should ring in your mind that the day of reckoning will surely come. It may not come now because you are in power. But the day you leave power, these are the same things that people will bring before you. So it's good to do right, even when it favors you, because there's always tomorrow when you are not there. I thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, Bamelenga Moise. And in them, one of my comments, no kula banning abantu, but I just want to tell you what that the president abolished death sentence. The HHL by Ishile Mupawa, but actually abolished death sentence. So for people to be disappearing, that is not even part of it's lawlessness, it's barbaric. Abantu kulashita disappear, ni mu banana republic. Is wickedness. For people to start disappearing, it's wickedness. Even if uyuale tukana, bafiro kumuikata through the proper channel, no kumuleta to book. But let's say the narrative is that he was in Zimbabwe. So if people went and abducted him from Zimbabwe, that is a crime. Because if they went to Zimbabwe, ni abduction, ni international abduction. This is where this whole case is complicated. Because the rumor is that, I don't know where Whyme was, but rumor is that ali ku Zimbabwe. So ungabalire musenda Whyme bamuleta ku Zambia. People saw him in Zambia. So they went and abducted him illegally from Zimbabwe, bamuleta mu Zambia, milandu isho. How was Whyme transported from Zimbabwe into Zambia?
And they will call him Whyme. Walera ndapo na nga babosi wakwe abali mpera ko information yakwe batyo tola military ko ifya kulya then bakola kupera ma information ushebala abantu bali tabenga mwana ka abantu kwa kuwa ikishera information of makulu abantu bali shi complete kwa ikere Whyme
Awe bali abantu tete bese mkulanda pantu ni missing case mwamona. It is a police case now. It's like in a panel. Whyme was a fugitive. Mamona. Whyme was a fugitive. Abutuka. Ali ku Zimbabwe ko kwine abantu balemu afirisha ku Zimbabwe. Now kulya ku Zimbabwe ko balemu afirisha abantu Whyme aluba. So bale afirisha Whyme. Tetimese ku public mukulanda because they were helping a fugitive. Mamona. They can't come and say anything because Whyme was a fugitive. So they can't come because Whyme was a fugitive. Now, a fugitive, kuchalo chabene aluba. Whyme aluba kuchalo chabene. We heard that people saw him UTH. From Zimbabwe, Whyme katushetu aishire aingira mu Zambia ku UTH. No, baba mwa isesheshani kufuma ku Zimbabwe ukuisa ku UTH. It means that is an international abduction. Bari sa 007 ni mu movie number. Bari bayamchita abduct bamufinya ku Zimbabwe bamuleta ku Zambia. Nomba ishona shomila ndu. Aba bantu abayirese Whyme from Zimbabwe kumuleta mu Zambia. That is an international crime. They are criminals. That's why Whyme bamuletere mu Zambia. Bambi bari salandati. Yo, we have Whyme. Twice a monaba roha monga baisaka that we don't have Whyme. So now we are saying, okay, why are they saying we have him, we don't have him? Because they understand that whoever brought Whyme, that is an international criminal case. He was abducted from Zimbabwe, bamuleta mu Zambia, Milan.
Mama President.
Go ahead.
Kwena chichalo chichatampo kutinya sana. Nachisa monopadi wadiri mtambo nene nachisa kwa kututuma. Nachisa tutuma because yesterday something came into my mind and a lot wadi palive up and alisa tampo kulemba mu comment where's Whyme? Where's shishfenefe narirandira? Where's Whyme? Kwena since there's something that is happening and what has happened to him.
He is crying from the grave. His blood is crying from the grave. This is it.
Where these people are beating people. We don't
need it. Like any day, but what proof do you have that Whyme is caught? Because it's nowhere. Whyme aleba pa TikTok yonse. Nobody kwisa, which means badi mwikata. Elo Whyme abantu badi mumwene ku UTH. People saw Whyme at UTH. Elo bambi badi randire badi shire mkushita conference that we have seen why we have caught Whyme. And then we saw the police coming to say we don't have Whyme.
Mbamtwala tina mochari kutwamfui. Mobile muladika. Mwabantu bakwalisa buntunshi kanchi chalo chesichala ya kuisa. Ichi chalo echala chafika kuisa echa kwambukula chitati walanda kuonse kuipaya. Walanda
Inga Chiwokolo nishtaluba. Why is Chiwokolo not lost? Chiwokolo plan so Apache some women wanted to enter my life. Napana Chimu na live he wanted to join. But I can't add him. I don't have time.
Ni shibonsa babantu tabalubira. Abantu feba abalela ndafe umuntu liwonse walanda fefa opposition napali ruling party nishaluba. Umuntu walanda pa ruling party nishipa ruling party nishabo mubi. Kwena fwe bantu watu so muntu.
Barandire ba minister ati talingire okuyitala mu society tefe barandire ba minister.
Yes, nobody Zambia talingire okuyikala mu society nga bali mu life imprisonment. But where is Whyme? Tianu bese mwamubika kuisa Whyme. Tafiro kuba mu society twele ni okwali.
Why because soko mumubikire soko
Ni minister nshuwalandire for all those are suspects. All Elvis in Kandwaba landire ati Whyme talingire okuba mu society ni suspects.
You need to be somewhere.
So Elvis in Kandu niba suspect by Elvis in Kandu papa mumi tali Whyme.
What they feel assessment.
Unaona pena ni papa buliki balandire ni papa buliki.
Pero na bambi mama president na chumfo kwebati bambi balandire kwebati but Tashi, I'm not too sure, but not some for their son of but why me? A party but at bad condition. But Tetuamulete. So Bamulete from Guay, now in bad condition for the Fokumona. Also, come one will become so called.
Number will become a bad condition. Nishi torture is against the laws of Zambia and international laws. How can you torture someone to a point of Alefa? Eh?
Good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Yes, Natile Sindante Kopedia Shako Whyme, just as much as Whyme, I think Ukutukana Kwena, Ale Tukana. And if I think, I don't know if a lot of people actually listened to his interview just after he left Livingston, when he was sneaked out of Livingston, actually. Because even his sneaking, I think the story has it that there were actually people waiting for him at Intercity Livingston, and they were just surprised that he had sneaked and he was already in Lusaka. However, I think Whyme needed more help from a group like this. And Whyme, in a way, I think it was just, he was a broken boy. Even emotionally broken, especially if you paid attention to hear how he even called himself Whyme. And as such, I think those insults, I think, could not really be appreciated by anyone. However, if a country is being ruled or being ruled by people that follow the law of the land and rules, I think he still needed to be tried or to be arrested. But if those stories are true, that he's been maybe tortured or he's been killed, it's very, very unfortunate. However, we may be saying that it's unfortunate, but with the things that are happening in our country, like I said yesterday, I think we can see the type of people that we are with. Right now, we have this conference that is going on, the Freemasons. Since when did we start agreeing with such kind of things? And do you think people are going to think about Whyme? Would they even have even an ounce of or an atom of guilt when something bad happens to a young boy like him? You know, I don't think they would. So if at all, we have even the church, I think from a lot of people that are in this group, we have people that probably are elders in the church, people that are praying, reverends, pastors, name them. I think it's time that we stood and actually asked for God's intervention, like on a serious note. Because today, it might be Whyme. Tomorrow, it might be somebody else, even in this group, that will be missing. But then, what are we doing about it? What are people doing about it? What is the church doing? The other day, the EFZ or EECZ went to State House. What was there? Did they come up with something? Did they manage to talk? Were they very open with the person they went to see? Or they ended up being lectured on how they hate the person they went to see? So I think we need even the church to come in. We need the church to be bold. Unfortunately, we have all these mushrooming churches that are just being registered anyhow, that cannot even stand on things that are supposed to be in Christian lines. Tell me how we'll be very happy as a country to actually go. Yes, we're going to post these Freemasons that are coming in. We'll post them here, post them there. But if the church is not doing, the first thing they did, they abolished the Ministry of Religious Affairs. And they said that was just a waste of money. But today they want to do the delimitation. They want to increase the number of MPs when they removed one ministry to say it was a wastage of money. Why? Because they wanted something that could not regulate who enters and who doesn't. This CR1, there's that other guy, is it Joshua, that 12-year-old boy from Nigeria that were chased from Zambia, that were denied from coming to Zambia because in the previous regime. What did they say? Oh, they're chasing people, they're not allowing people. So if that ministry was there and properly regulated, probably this could have been prevented. However, we are all there looking and waiting probably until something bad happens and we start being reactive. I think it's time we became very proactive than being reactive when something happens. And I think I would implore that our church people, our pastors, our reverends, I think it's time they spoke up boldly. If they really believe in whatever they are called to do as shepherds, I think they really need to come in here, because we'll still continue. We've given an example, the man, the one that you're calling Chukokolo, who is insulting. When we talk about those guys from Northwestern Province, remember they implicated Binwell. They almost took Binwell to Northwestern Province for calling those people who insulted the former president and said if they insulted him, they are fools. What did they say? They almost took Binwell to a Northwestern Province to say he insulted the whole Northwestern Province. And every time something happens with our people who are supporting UPND, they'll tell you who has reported. Who has reported? That's a major challenge that everyone will just come in. They will say, who has reported? Who has reported? We don't even know who reports this other side. Whoever just says something, everyone says, yes, they've been reported. You follow wherever the case is. So I think it's time that we all became very alert. We all watch, we all pray, and we just become proactive than being reactive with everything that is going on. Then I think it's time that we also looked as human beings, not just as their weaknesses. Like Whyme. I think Whyme was one probably brave boy. However, that was abused, or probably wasn't just mentored well by somebody or some people. Probably he needed to be told, if you need to be bold, say things even without being very disrespectful to people. However, not saying if he's been eliminated, he's been killed, he's been arrested, like he's been tortured, like it's a good thing. No, but I think he needed that. I think even people who are here, we should look at these young boys, young girls who are brave, but let's mentor them to do things not with disrespect, in a disrespectful manner. I think then we can make it better. Apart from that, I'll end by saying let's be proactive and not reactive. I think that would help our country. Thank you.
Thank you so much. So, a powerful presentation, good points. Thank you for all the gifts. Keep sending us the gifts. They keep us going. Thank you for the gifts. Thank you, Missy, for all those gifts. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So, Anna, welcome. I just want to let everybody know that last year when Whyme went missing, we had a woman who came to tell us that actually Whyme has got mental issues. He even has a file, alikwata case ku Chainama. So even that time, Sendere kuya ku Livingstone, what they should have done, they should have put him in a mental rehabilitation instead of putting him in jail without trial for almost a year. So what this government did and put Whyme in a jail without being charged for Whyme, they actually made his condition worse. Whyme, actually, I can confirm that Whyme is a mental case. He needed mental care. He already has a case with Chainama. It was confirmed by a certain woman to say Whyme has a file. He was undergoing treatment at some point at our mental facility there in Chainama. So what this government did, they created a monster. We are not talking that Whyme's behavior is acceptable. No. Everyone has a right to life. Zambia is a Christian nation. Zambia, we are a signatory to the Human Rights Declaration of 1945, meaning umuntu ungarufyanya, let take him to the law. Abducting people or making people disappear is barbaric. It's inhuman. It's evil. It's wicked. Okay? We are, me personally, and every well-meaning Zambian and any human being cannot sign off abducting people who have bad behavior in our societies. People, we cannot say because uratukana you disappear. That is criminal. To abduct someone is criminal. Let alone to killing someone is something that is not acceptable in our communities. So we are here to say, me personally, I interviewed Whyme on this same platform, and he said things, but I told him to be respectful. I didn't accept his insults. But these people, this government, Zambia Police, they knew Whyme needed mental health. He has already got a file, kucha in Amakuria. Instead of keeping him 1 year in Livingstone and torturing him, we have tapes of where he was explaining how he was tortured. We have evidence. Yeah, but gang members, is different if gang members deal with him. But the suspect in this case is the government, a suspect. People associated to the government is whom are suspects. Mwaishwa. If gang members are dealing with each other, it's different. And even if gang members eliminated Whyme, then the government should go and investigate, because gang members don't have a right to end people's life. It is criminal. In Jamaica, UK or Italy, there are special units which investigate and go after gang members for killing people. A gang has no right to kill anyone. Not in UK, not in Italy, not anywhere in the world. You cannot say because there is a gang, he was killed by a gang. A gang has no right to kill anyone. If there was a feud between a gang, let's say there is a gang that was after Whyme, they have no right to kill Whyme. That gang should have caught Whyme and taken him to Zambia Police, so that through the courts they can prosecute him and arrest him. But you saw what happened to Whyme. It was backward. Even the first case, it was backward. Balisa Muchta arbitrary arrest, and when we rose up, that's when they released him and sent him to court, and then they released him because he was sentenced to a year, which he had already served arbitrarily. But for 1 year, no trial. So because he had actually served his sentence while he was in illegal detention. So area Ashirio, it is actually very disturbing for a person who's in UK to bring a topic of gangs here. It is very disturbing for me. I am disturbed for the lady who say kunoku UK ama gangs balepaya abantu, but no, it's not okay. It's wrong. A gang has no right to kill anyone. That's why you have police.
Hi, Queen. Thank you for bringing me up. Nataka kutaka to expand on the comment that I made. Mulishia wino?
Wino mulishani.
And if you win, I just want to elaborate. Yes, what you are saying, nobody is above the law, and that is 100%. Nobody is above the law. But I think with what I was trying to say is that with the way he was going, and if it was the way he was doing things, quite I think I want to him, that's why I said it was Kunokama gang members. The kind of launched do name. Because here, even in Zambia, we are good people. Because he went on and on and on and on. But Kunakonjikala. They don't tolerate that. Not that I belong to a gang or whatever, but that is the facts of life. And the mistake that most of us were making, it was sort of like we are praising him because he's supporting this. Now it became more political rather than telling him the actual truth. Because if is able to insult, he was insulting older women. We all came from women. I came from a woman as well. So if you're you said you spoke to him, obviously was not listening. China man, they sent he ran away. How was he able to escape the country? That's another question. Because there's so many stories earlier to Zimbabwe. How did he get there? Are you telling me in Zambia okay, so airport? So what are the security checks all about? So we can say that way it is the Zambian government, it is this. It must have even been maybe over never PF or whatever. We cannot say things that we do not have evidence on. We can only assume and make assumptions. But the truth remains that his behavior was unacceptable. And okay, yes, it's true, he should have faced the law. But I'm sure the things that he was doing, and you can imagine he will sit on life just like Mowa Queen. Mambo of Tukana, you say all manner of things.
So you are signing off on him being killed. Is that what you're saying?
I am not signing off. My point has always remained that whatever way, in this life, whatever you do, there's always a consequence for it.
So what about Chwokolo? What about Faith Wale Twaba Mama Chikaboneka yena bali abantu nisha batukana? Why me wale tukana?
I am not UPND.
I'm not UPND, I'm not PF as well.
Can I finish my submission, please? We're not having an argument. I came up here because our Queen made a statement. So I just want to elaborate on that. I'm not here for arguing. So what I'm trying to say, in this life, what you sow is what you reap. I'm sure all of us know that. So to me personally, let me say I'll be inhuman. That is what I'm not going to be here and pretend because maybe Never Queen, I want to please you or I want to please the audience. To me, I have got no feelings whatsoever because I think he went beyond. People were not talking. When people were talking to him, he was not listening. Somebody who doesn't listen, whatever they'll get tonight, people are, it's your feeling. For me, that is my feelings. People can insult me, but me, that is how I feel about Queen. No disrespect, but I have no feelings to whatever has happened to him. And whatever has happened to him, he deserves it. Thank you, my dear sister.
Yeah, I respect how you feel, but for me, I'm a human rights advocate. And when you're a human rights advocate, we believe in the rule of law. Apparently, your attitude is more like a barbaric attitude where people can just knock you, bump you off because you insulted them, where people take law in their hands. That's lawlessness, what you are saying.
No, people shouldn't say, I work as a psychiatrist nurse.
Yeah, but that is lawlessness, what you are saying. So if you work as a psychiatric nurse, the words you are saying, they don't suit to come from a person from you. Because you know that Whyme was a mental case. And they put him in jail for a year.
Mental case. So yeah. The people who he was associating with back when, the people he was associating, for example, Mamadi Shibe, I don't know whether you knew it or not, or maybe it was rumors. You knew that he was, and maybe there's some people who had close to connections. Why didn't they say, why me? Kaviako send for help. But rather, me, I have been on this same TikTok, Bakaramba. Nimbona na abantu balemsuminisha chala diva nama na 399 pena parafika fena 500
because of the Zambian culture. Zambian culture ni culture yansele.
I don't know where you stay. Can you do that?
Me, I never used to watch Whyme. I never watched Whyme because of his insults. I never went
They don't do anything
to a live yakwa Whyme na mkuta mbense de shwale tukana.
There's no
Let me just help. Let me just help with something. Let me just help something here. Okay. I think it's very concerning, some of the things that I've read today, and I did not expect that to happen. You know, the most important thing we have to realize is we're all parents here, and we've got kids, and our children, we never know. In future, they might make mistakes. Okay. And we would want people to treat them the right way. My sister lives in the UK. She knows exactly what happened. There was an incident that happened in the UK about and everything. And then there were people rioting and destroying buildings and stuff. All those people, the government did not go in their homes and make those people disappear. Those people were taken to go through the right channels, and this is what Queen Pumi is saying. Instead of people disappearing, but use the right channels where people get a fair deal, they go to court and the court decides. But when you come here and you start saying, and this is what we're saying is, people do wrong, but for you to say like, oh, he deserves.
He got what he deserves, and then you are a nurse. I don't know if you're my daughter or my sister. You can't say those words.
When I said, I want to the thing about we Zambians, but fire. If we yes, yes.
No, tell yes, yes. You're just being human. Tell yes, yes.
So what we're saying here. No, listen. The justice system has to be fair.
Yes.
There's a two-tier system happening in Zambia where Whyme has gone through all this harassment and everything, whatever's happened to him. And then you've got Chubokolo, who goes away with all sorts of things that he's been doing to people. So what's happening here? It's like, for you, it's like he deserves it. Look.
Imagine, sure.
But they've explained.
So even though I talk about Bruno or a mental patient, but Aliland they think out of because of a mental condition.
I'm Chipatara. The law is dealing with them. So maybe what I was trying to say, whether when you know about PF or about UPNT,
No.
Why?
Our sister,
my friend, you are wrong on that one. That's not.
No, that is your opinion, and I respect it.
Yes. But what I'm saying is, listen.
Imagine that he got what he deserved.
I have no evidence about that. I have no evidence.
No, but you said he got what he deserved.
I said, but why are you saying things that you don't know?
No. But the scary part for us is, and this is the same thing we had with Chiali, where he said that even if someone has been nice to me, I don't owe them any loyalty whatsoever. And the thing that worries me for you is to come here when they've actually explained clearly to you that this boy has issues. And for you to say, no, whatever happens to him, he deserves it.
And that is my opinion.
And you're a child of God, you go to church?
I said I'm a child of God.
Now, I've seen you preaching on your profile.
I came to just respond to that.
No. This is where you go wrong.
Another day.
No,
I just want to
thank you
so much for having me.
Karma is
doing a good job and love you lots. Bye. Thank you, Queen. Thank you, Queen. Love you.
No, Queen Pumi, she doesn't love you. Don't this whole thing where people look, this is where the country has gone wrong. Because what's happening is Ubuntu has finished in people. When your friend and you are busy saying that, oh, whatever's happened to him,
Queen Pumi, sorry, I just want to speak on.
Sorry, Queen Pumi, sorry. I just thought I should come in because
I'm a nurse in the UK, and I can assure you to say whatever she said is a lie. I don't work in a mental health, but I do have patients who are mental because I'm on an orthopedic ward. We don't do that. You can't do a person because they've insulted. No, we are insulted. They've been spit on us.
Yes.
So that's a wrong narrative. You don't do that. You're a human. You are a woman. You are a mother. How can you even say that? You should be ashamed of yourself. And they allow you to kill somebody because no, they insulted, kill them.
Kimono Burosh.
Educate your sisters.
Okay, again, let's have order. Let's have order. Let's have Auntie Lily.
Let me say something.
Yeah, if you're on the big screen, you are talking. Go ahead.
Who highly disrespects women on social media. Okay? She's a qualified nurse, a hypocritical nurse, who's on different platforms, insults me, spreads false rumors about me, and she's targeting you to bring you down. Be careful with that girl. We know her very well in this United Kingdom. She cannot come and disrespect you with the platform you have built. Those are people who are on social media insulting and spreading false rumors about the work we are doing here to make sure that Zambians are here in the United Kingdom. And what she's saying is absolutely bullocks. I look after people who are from prison, rapists, and the government gives them houses in this country. She shouldn't even lie, because there's no way you can be advocating to say, hey, I don't care what happened to that person, because she's on the other camp. Go and check, she's on all the pages of those UPND members that insult and disrespect women. I've even gone as far as going to the NMC in this country to report her because of how she uses her. You know, she came here to say she's a nurse. Huh? Look at a nurse, what she's saying. Does it match her profession?
Imagine.
Does it match a profession? No matter what, if wala tutuka patients like this other lady has said, wala tutuka. They say it's challenging behavior. Okay? Why me? Shimuchitana tolerate. I don't watch his videos. But I raise the concern as well to say, where is Whyme? Is he dead? Whether you have no right whatsoever to take their life and justify that because Ale Tukana. Why? Because you support UPND? Because you support everybody? What about the UPND members who disrespect elders on these social media platforms? I've had UPND members insulting me blue black, calling me spam chamber, calling me all sorts of things. And this lady that you just brought, Miss Simsanide, is my #1 enemy in this country. Don't ever bring her to your platform and block her immediately. Don't have such type of people on your platform who want to underestimate. I've watched you, Queen Mpumi, for how many years now? You've been on these platforms. You've been doing this work for 3 years. She's jealous because she cannot reach where you are. So she'll come and start trying to make you look like you're not talking anything sensible when you're actually helping many Zambian people to think outside the box. We are human rights lawyers and we advocate for every person to be well looked after. Just look out for her name on Facebook. She's always writing insults about me. And she dares comes on your platform to disrespect you. Never ever block her immediately. Don't tolerate such people. Thank you.
Thank you, Mama Lily. You know, I can't even, for a woman to say he got what he deserved, I'm an gang. And she was gang leader. Is she the gang leader for her to start talking about guns?
Social media platforms.
Is she the gang leader of the gang that abducted?
Some people, some women are called to be mothers. You know, that's why I said I was eating and I stopped. And I said I need to jump because this is absolutely nonsense.
You know what?
These are some of the things.
I'm a nurse in the UK. I'm a nurse in the UK.
Yeah. I'm so shocked with how she was so comfortable with whatever she was saying. Because really, she's a nurse in the UK. If really you're a nurse in the UK, you know how we're treated at home. Especially us.
Yeah.
No matter how a patient treats you, you can't say, I'll kill you because you I'll kill you because you insulted me.
Deserve it.
You don't do it. You don't do
patients, Muma word.
Yeah.
No one
I mean,
comes here.
orthopedic wards. At times, I have prisoners. I have prisoners in my ward.
Mistake.
Even a prisoner has the right to health. A prisoner has the right to health. What's wrong with Tuka? No. That's wrong. I'm so disappointed. I wonder, Mama Tifisa Mazina, to say my nurses, we've got bad hearts. We don't.
Yeah.
These are the people that they need to fish out. It's very sad, honestly, from a woman.
As a
I don't think she's a mother.
As a namena boss,
If
I
you're a
am
mother,
Kuripe.
and they don't tolerate. These people respect human life. Ni Zambia tabi. Not in the UK. That's a lie.
Even if this same video of Queen Mpumi, you were to send it even to NMC, that clip where she was talking, she would lose her PIN number. She can lose her PIN number.
Professional, you don't do that.
We are live on Facebook. So we are live on Facebook, and I'm going to download this video and I'll put it on TikTok, and I'm going to tag her.
Send to NMC in the UK, you will see how to respond to you.
Yeah. They'll follow up.
I don't want to ruin her career. I don't want to ruin her career.
Because Auntie Lily, you know these old women or old men, you know how they behave. Most of the times they're just aggressive, but we understand to say they are old. We understand to say they are not in relationships. So how do we kill a person because he's mental?
Because
who are you?
Yeah, you remember there's even the article of the nurse in the UK. Every time she's on a shift, the baby dies.
Yes.
How many years later did they charge her? She's gone to prison now for life. It's not a joke. Because these are the same nurses who say, let me just inject him overdose medication because Achiramo Kutuku and Apawad. Bama Timenya, I remember when I was working in the hospital near my place here. It's a very big private hospital. They do all sorts of things but mental, but you cannot even touch them. Even the people who restrain them that maybe they're having episodes are people who are specifically trained to do that. Even if they spit on you, I'm beating you back because you can't even touch, even pinching, even pulling, you can't. So if somebody is shouting at you, you deserve it because I'm a mother. He was deprived of medication. He was in hospital for 1 year. So what do you expect with his mental state to be like? He'll be worse. So we are talking on the government denying him medication, and he went even more, mental, psychotic, and then he's brought, out of the cells. He's never had medical attention. He's now just bursting his anger here and there. And then somebody should say,
and you see, if she's really a nurse who's learned, she would have known to say, compliance, kumangwala in mental health, it's very important. Now, if somebody has not been helped mentally, medically, and you expect him to act normal, like how? What's even the condition?
We thank God we have other people because maybe thank God for you, my
sister. Even when my sister,
I need your number. You know, not abantu balese kuma social media balebe pa abantu you came in a nest. You can't do this.
Zambia, even in Zambia, nurses can't do that.
No, exactly. That's
even in Zambia, you can't do that. It's the same code of ethics.
Exactly. Yeah. That's what I wanted to say, because this mindset that we've got at our Zambia, the way people are behaving, and they don't behave well. That's not right.
Yeah, what is wrong, whether you are in the UK or Zambia.
Because Zambians were well behaved compared to other people. It's a personal thing. If someone wants to say negative things about somebody, that's just that person who's bitter. We can't be saying Zambia, no, we're not like that. It's just someone who's bitter, who wants to say hateful things. You can think, just the thought of
Alete she's bringing politics again. This is what we are saying. Yeah. They are replacing politics with cruelty and wickedness.
Yes.
The same thing happened to Lungu.
Just because I've been speaking about Edgar, I have evidence of threats on a UPND group. We should put this lady on the red alert. Red alert for what?
My mother was followed at her workplace. She was followed at her workplace because she commented something.
Imagine.
Everything was saying cadres are done. It's a lie.
They are following Kuman Chito. They're even telling people if you love your job, keep quiet.
The patriotic front, while I follow Fenama uniform and pretending that they were PS.
Yes.
This is what I tell people. When you look at it, even the gassing issue, if there were ECL's people, they would have been brought to book. But when they went into power, the gassing issue disappeared. Why?
Exactly, yeah.
They were parading as PF, but that wasn't PF. Huh? It's just sad that, anyways.
Yeah, so if you are on the big screen, it's your time to talk. Yeah. Favor, go ahead. Thank you, ladies, for putting that woman to shame.
I just wanted to find out from Madam Lillian. I saw something on Facebook regarding Whyme. I don't know if it's a fake page or it's a page. Someone mentioned that he's dead. Is that true?
Question is, where is Whyme?
Okay.
Where is he? If you remember, with JJ Banda, we put so much pressure. Otherwise, that would have been the fate of JJ Banda.
Okay.
So with Whyme, because everyone, deserves it. And plus, I hear that Whyme doesn't have family. So it looks like, one or two pages posted, Whyme Alpha. But the last person he called is somebody I cannot mention, but he told the person that the house is surrounded. That is the end of me, I'm finished. That was the last time. And that woman believes that he is definitely dead because of the fact that he stayed, he was surrounded. He called just to say, this is what is happening right now.
Okay, from my personal opinion, I'm one person who doesn't support Whyme way of approach of things, especially on the insult part. I don't know about his medical history, whether he's got mental issues or what. I've just heard of this today. So my point is, I think we should try to encourage people to know how to handle issues. Things are bad, quite all right, but going about insulting people is not right. I'm not going to sit here to support him. No.
My dear,
Is
let's look at Chela. Chela was rewarded for insulting people. Okay, even to today, he's still insulting people. And when you see the behaviors of both, there's issues there that are lying, underneath lying issues. But no one will say Chela needs help. They will say Whyme needs help. Why? Because Chela is saying things that favor the people that have told him do this. He insulted Wanawake Blue Black. I didn't see anyone advocate to say, why are you insulting this woman? He insulted so many women. I even raised funds to release him out of the police cells. And people were saying, are you sure you are doing this for this person? Because this person that you are doing this for has insulted this woman. You are a woman. Just like now, this lady was saying, we are all women, this and that. I said, no, human rights, okay? And because the person has issues, guess what? He came back and insulted me, and he still insults me up to today. Have I responded? No. Because I understand that that person is going through issues. Why can they treat the same way Chela was treated? Why can they treat this young man the same? Why not take him to the hospital? Why not put... Because, okay, by the way, a little bit life history about Whyme. Whyme came from a good home. According to the history that I know, he came from a good home. He had both parents. And then they were involved in a car crash. The parents died, and he was the only one left. So you can imagine he was longing for a parents and this and that. So that's how all these things have started all over him. He has said things about my sister, and I've told everybody, look, he said some things about me. I didn't even care what he said because I understood his situation. But does that mean he deserves to be tortured to the point of death? No.
Excuse me, Lillian, Favor is saying, why did I drop you? So what we are doing here, there is a line. So if you make your point, I'll drop you so that I add more people. And if I bring you on the big screen, it's your turn. So by Lillian, I'll give you moderator so you can co-host with me. But what I'm here to, why we are here, me, I'm a certified human rights activist. And I am here to promote equality for all. Everyone, human right number one is equality to life. So we are not here to talk about, to support Whyme's insults. We are here in national interest to know what happened to Whyme. Where is Whyme? Because nobody has the right to make people disappear because they were insulting them. Me, I'm insulted here day and night. Have the people who insult me disappeared? Have I funded a gang to go and abduct those people insulting me? No. So we are here to say, as a nation, we are not going to promote thuggerism and gangster kind of behavior where certain people will disappear because they insult certain people. No, we say no to that. We say no to that, and we are not here to support the insults of Whyme. We are here to plead to know where he is and to demand Zambia Police to start investigations, to do a manhunt for Whyme. That is why we are here. So if you are here to support it, talk about other things, you can just drop from the panel. We are here to raise an alarm so that a manhunt can be started so we know where Whyme is. The insult is another book because there are people who are insulting and they are still insulting and no one made them disappear. Thank you. But that's in the floor is yours.
Mulishani, ladies, won't say chungulum quite
I am quite my son.
Mirombako, first of all, Queen Impumi, Urom Kashane, Machileta Pano, now Mwakokola son of Chita Build, Ishanarieno. Kamre foku yo naula.
She just requested to join. I don't know her.
Can I have the floor, ladies? I don't know, maybe.
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead. Daskin Malaisaba Casey.
2 minutes, please.
Okay, no problem. I will let you to have 2 minutes. I'll give you that 2 minutes.
Thank you so much. Uriomu Kashana, aka mitu kense lesha tamatara unfu hapo po mafia riwe. God, oh, thank you. We have another 2 minutes. Then chimbe chunala miromba ko mama ladies mweba lipano. I think mulekele ni kwenchi. Na mwisho abantu kuteko nga wakupoka abana. Iwe lidi elu ikala kuno na mwema nesezi mweba likuno. Ana pita mudiro wakaba. Guys, mwani very ash. So nga ba mukata futi na kunchito. Kuti mwasa ngomulino ya fuala. White. Then after chili. It's not easy. Wakwata banero bakupoka abana kula basunga with a supervision of your mother. That's not easy. I'm sure for Nderandapo. So I'm a problem. So ya kwata yengi. Inalanja for so patito kwa lenjamba. Inachana milomba kofela mipapata. Bimbingasa weke shapo. Eno mamuka yemuchita report. Otherwise umuriro wakwata. Ukulu.
Our the report, you know, it less Saka didn't and we are not like that. I can't do that to anyone. Yes, I can't.
I think you're quite safe one thing. I don't think that is safe. And it's a bit to go back to my UPND, but as soon as Shabantu, Babokula to Kanensele, but very Kanya Bambia Bantu. Not 2 minutes and
thank you. So Gamoisa pass screen, that's your turn, and then we'll rotate. The next will be
please add me. I need your number.
Go ahead, Badasi.
Thank you very much. First and foremost, I want to say to the women on the panel, to every person that is listening to this forum, can we be people that respect our women? For me, I've always looked at a person that has no respect for a woman as that person has got no life. It is out of a woman that God saw it that we can have life. No matter how much someone cannot agree or disagree with you, can we have so much respect for our women? And then women, I am so disappointed with the other lady that came. You see, the problem we have is, and this I've always said, the biggest enemy of a woman is a woman. If women can learn to speak for each other and support each other, trust me, we will not allow the way it is where now we are seeing on social media. I might not agree with Lillian, but I have got no right to come and start insulting her. She's a woman. She's a mother. I can differ with Bakwin Pumi, but I will not go and come on social media and show water her with insults. Can we learn to respect our women, no matter what? And this brings me back to this forum to say, why is this happening? Because we have some people in government that always wants to be praised. And I feel bad because I've seen people like Linda Banks, Lillian Mutambo. These were supporters of UPND. Just because they differ with UPND, today they are the enemies of UPND. No, can we not allow such things to be happening? I'm so glad that I've got so many women on this forum. My core is women, let's support each other. As women, you should support each other. Can you speak for each other? The world looks at a woman to be the person that is a game changer. And it starts from you women, because you are the people that gave life to this world. The issue of why me? This is something that has been bothering me, whether we like it or not, whether you like why me or you don't like why me. He's a human being. And whether he insult, which no one support him, but there's some truth that why me was saying. And are we going to take his life without even justice, just like that? I think the government has to come out clean. Where is why me? Why me is also a human being. Just like we are now seeing, maybe the story would have been different if our late president was allowed to have medical access. But they denied him. He had to sneak out of the country because when that human rights activist was coming, he saw it fit for him to come out. But imagine if our president, our former late president, was given access to medical, for him to go for medical review. Maybe the story would have been different. So even the same thing about why me. He's a human being, he's someone's child, and he has got the same rights as everyone. We need to find out, where is the IG? There's no way someone can just go disappearing and then there's nothing that is being done to give us information about where he is. I'll end by one thing. Zambians, let us continue praying. I've never seen the whole life that I was in Zambia. I spent so many times in Zambia. What I'm seeing today, we have got this organization today. They can even show us who they are. Who is allowing it? Who is behind it? We can do much better, Zambians. If it means us fasting and praying for a better Zambia, it starts here. And my call is upon you women, our mothers. Umwana afuma kuli nyina. Let us stand in the gap and let us pray. Thank you and God bless you all. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Badasin. The floor is yours, Baprun. Yeah, we saw the Freemasons having a conference in Zambia, and my wish is that whoever is in government is behind this should never bounce back in 2026. We cannot replace Freemason over religion. You know, our Ministry of Religion was abolished. The dots are lining up. And now we are seeing Freemason starting to donate in Zambia. Baprun, the floor is yours.
Good evening, everyone. Thank you for this opportunity. I'll just go back a bit concerning that lady who said she's a mental health nurse and she said, why me? That's what he's going through or what he's gone through. As a nurse, she's supposed to be an advocate, especially that she's a mental health nurse. She's supposed to promote mental health awareness, how we should look after people with mental health issues. But there she is saying why me deserves whatever has happened to him, why me deserves to die or whatever she meant. That is a very big disappointment. And all this is happening because there's no love in us. And that lady had love for why me or for humanity or even for the patients that she looked after, she wouldn't say that. She wouldn't say anybody deserves to die. As a nurse, she's supposed to preserve life and promote people to have healthier lives, live better lives. We can't say anybody deserves to die. So what I'm advocating for, especially for the nurses, me being a nurse myself, let's have love for one another. And it's because there's diminishing levels of love in us as Zambians. That's why we are seeing all this happening. That's why we're seeing people disappearing. That's why we're seeing people being jailed for nothing. That's why we're seeing people not being helped because there's no love in us. Let's have love for one another as Zambians, and that's the only way we're going to build a better Zambia. And I heard, I think it was the gentleman that spoke before me saying Sister Lillian was a supporter of UPNZ and now she's an enemy of UPNZ. I don't think it's really being an enemy of UPNZ. I'm not speaking for them, but I'm just speaking generally. We are not being, and when we speak of the ills that are happening, it's not like we're being enemies of the UPNZ, but it's because we want to see a better Zambia. We've seen that our Zambia is rotten, so we don't want our country to rot away. That's why we're speaking against the ills that are happening, and we want things to get better. I submit.
Thank you. Vidi, welcome. A lot of people watching. If you are new to the page, I'm sure there are new followers. You can go on YouTube, Queen Pumi, and watch all the videos that you have missed. So we'll drop you when you finish. Vidi, you are next. And then I think Chichi girl, are you ready? Or Gertrude? I don't know who came earlier.
Ready?
Okay. Go ahead, Vidi. Vidi, you are next.
Yes.
Hello.
Go ahead.
Good evening. Good evening. I think today what I will do. Hello. I think I will just be listening today.
Okay, all right. Then I'll drop you so that others can speak. But Chichi girl, go ahead.
Good evening, people of Zambia. I've been following the program. You know me, I'm a follower of Queen Pumi. So when I heard the woman saying all those things, I'm like, oh, and I'm not on the panel to say, hey, stop it. This is not for Queen Pumi. I'm sure Queen Pumi, you are wondering. I said, hey, where's my Sam? You know, I was going to give her a good punch just by 2 words. If the brains that she was using to say all that is the brains that she uses to cross the road, then I'm very scared for her safety on the road. That is what I can tell her. For why me? People of God, let's follow the events very well. If you follow the media very well, you will notice that the UPND have got this mindset of announcing things well before. If you follow, there was a posting by CEC Press, something like that, where they said, oh, he has been arrested. He has been arrested in exile, 2-3 days. Oh, who has been arrested? Oh, there are a lot of issues. They were saying in riddles. If you know what is going on, Then eventually, oh, Whyme has surrendered himself. And that thing of Whyme has surrendered himself came at a time, it's your person. What a coincidence that it happened like that. For those who follow, I said, if you follow the events, you follow how the things unfolded. Eventually, we started seeing, because everyone moved from whatever paying attention to Whyme issues, we were focusing on what? On ECL death. Do you know, we started seeing Whyme posting on TikTok, oh, Whyme this, Whyme this, Whyme this. Whyme can never do that. If truly he was where he was and he was able to come live on TikTok, because he was captured wherever he was, and they made sure that they got his phone, made sure they followed every person who is in contact with Whyme, and they even said, yes, we all those who are sending money to Whyme, you follow their postings. All those who are sending money to Whyme, all of you will be whatever followed. To be honest with you, a number of people I've heard have been followed over Whyme. So for me, the issue is, don't come and say, no, we are supporting Whyme, insults and whatever. No one supports Whyme, and we all declare that. If you follow and listen, we all say we don't subscribe to Whyme's insults, because that's not who we are. We are a Zambian. But there's one aspect that we subscribe to about Whyme. He's a human being. That's why we are saying he's a human being who has faced injustices. When he came out of prison, he narrated how they mistreated him, how they dealt with him and all that. So now he has gone missing because he said a lot of things, he insulted and whatever. If I was the president of this country, I would have said, can we have this child be mentored in a way that he will come? Not you go and capture him, you torture him, and of the torturing and everything, you come and tell us to say we should not support Whyme. That is very wrong. Wherever Whyme is, he's suffering right now. He has not, if they have killed him, I know certain things. I know of my instinct. It tells me he's still alive. They're still torturing him wherever he is. And they want to. You know, you heard is it her daughter Sanga one time also posted. I follow a lot of people on Facebook, not because of anything. Sometimes the information might be foolish, but the Bible says sometimes God uses foolish things to say things about a situation. So sometimes that her daughter, he may seem to be maybe a foolish person or whatever, but sometimes he says things, when you add one to one, you discover that there's some truth in this. The Whyme has been attached to PF. So most PF have been followed because they want to make sure that he implicates them. So that's the thing with Whyme. So the issue of, no, let's not support him. We are supporting because we stand on the truth, and we were trying to defend the injustices that he went through, and we are not supporting the injustices he's going through. So we want justice for him. We want justice for Whyme. If you know that Whyme, he exposed a lot of them, they know that come 2026, if they let him loose, he's going to destroy them, because he was destroying them one by one, one by one. He was not scared to say anything. So that is the issue with Whyme. That's why they followed him. Chibokolo, whatever we call his name, whatever, Chela Tukuta, like Lili Mtambo has said, Chela Tukuta has insulted everybody. Dora Syria. Isn't that the reason why he went to jail? It's because of the insult that he poured on Dora Syria. But when he was in prison, it is on record to say this is a freedom fighter. But when we advocated for Whyme to say Whyme is a freedom fighter, they said no, you can't, because Whyme is not with UPND. Whyme is what? Is actually with them. So for me, it's an issue of if we are fighting the injustices that Whyme went through and the injustices he's going through, we want justice, and we are not. PF, some of you, yes, you call us PF when you speak on this platform, and we've told we don't have a problem of us being told we are PF, because even PF are Zambians. So Because I'm not supporting your nonsense that you are doing does not make me not being a Zambian. I'm a Zambian and I stand on the truth. And the truth is being a patriotic Zambian who say this is wrong, this is right. And I've always told President HH that the people who love you are us people who tell you the truth. But because sometimes you are so adamant, you don't want to listen to us. That's why you surround yourself with people who are going to tell you things that you think these are nice to hear. Those are the people, they don't love you, they hate you because us who are telling you the truth, we love you. I listened to Shishua the other day when he was having an interview. It's a long interview if you listen to it. He said, Israel, at one time when he interviewed him, he said, you know what, I was surrounded by people who I thought were loyal. They would tell me things like this and that. We had all that thing. It's the same thing with this president. You've surrounded yourself with people who are telling you lies, but you don't want to come to issues and face the reality. Even Mutambo, I was one of the people who was so much in support of you. I remember even writing on their page when they were doing adoption. I said, how can you not adopt this woman? I followed you very well during the adoptions. I know what happened during that time. I was hurt, but I told myself, it's okay, she's the person I was going to vote for the MP of Munali, but because she has not been adopted, I'll just go with UPND. I was also a UPND. Everybody was listening. But should we go on with UPND, with them doing all the wrong things and say, yes, UPND, yes, UPND? No, we will not go with all the wrong things that we are seeing in UPND. We'll call it, this is wrong, it is wrong. And therefore, do the right thing. If we were doing the right thing, Mr. President, to today, we could not have found ourselves where we are today. Just do the right thing. When you do the right thing, if the economy was doing well, we couldn't have been talking about where we are now. You found yourself in this mess because your promises were not fulfilled. And now you are in a panic mode. Because when you're in a panic mode, everyone who talks about you, you want to follow them, you want to shut them up, or cyber this, or that, cyber that, and that. No. Let the work speak for you. The work that you do will speak for you. But because your words have not spoken for you, that's why now you are in a panic mode and everybody who's speaking is against you. No, even the issue of you saying, no, the people hate me. We don't hate you, Mr. President. We love you. We hate your things that you do. That's what we hate about you. Because one, you don't listen to people. You don't listen to anyone. You even your advisors, you advise them. It's something that we've come to learn up to today. So, it's no problem. It's not our problem. So, that is my submission for now. You can drop me, Madam President, and I can come maybe when I request and I can come on later on so that we have other people also who can come and just speak. Thank you.
Thank you, Mama Chichi. I agree 100% what you have said. And I just want to echo that the president has surrounded himself with people who are his cheerleaders, like they're not advisors. They are just there, because I don't see how, if the president was listening, we could be here, So, by Gertrude, the floor is yours.
Good evening, everyone. I don't understand what's going on in Zambia. There's so much bitterness, so much hate, so much. Where is that Christian nation that we claim to have?
Let me respond to that question which you have asked. Mwadishiba mchalo fo mwabanga na mwika lero tamukwete freedom. Abantu balakali panensa la fenda chiramo. Banda mayo apaba opwa. Kuti basumilisha. Afo bakumana mayanda. Isalanga ya chiramo. So abantu bonse no babalisanga fe solution. Bamulei bukshamde mtamba mwali mtamba ulo mwana kashuria. Wa umine conductor pali wanu kwacha. Things are bad. Question yo mwachip shaba mwaichi. Ifenta fili buino.
Can you imagine abantu 3-4 years ago abantu bafumile mu balya breakfast, lunch na supper. No this time abantu nga bali obwali mu kishibu.